think about it, Jim, where would we be without the music that brought us air drums, air guitars, and groupies?
Oh, I don't know. Groupies are good, though, aren't they?
Yeah.
Hey, now, before we get to our next singer, Sophie Patterson, I've got to mention that tomorrow you can be an integral part of the show. I'm going to tell you all the details a little bit later on, but it's going to be a lot of fun, and it gives you a bit of a chance to speak to your favourite idol.
Speak to them?
That's correct, yeah.
Absolutely. Let's see how Sophie got on with this week's music workshop with our very special guest mentors, Tim and Kirk from NXS.
I've chosen Anna's song by Silverchair. It's a song about Daniel Johns' struggle with anorexia. When I was a teenager, I had the thing of trying to be thin, and all my friends, I think, kind of went through their stages of trying to be a certain thing.
Sophie is very vulnerable, and that's why she seems to pick and relate to sort of fairly dark kind of songs.
I feel like this one, I can sing it in a way that's similar to my own style.
Yeah. So
it's important, I think.
Which, yeah, although perhaps a bit safe. It'd be good for her to stretch herself a bit more.
I agree.
Yeah, and certainly better for her audience if they're getting, you know, a bunch of flavours on a record or whatever, not just all very sort of dark and
That's right.
doom and gloom songs.
I
you know.
agree.
I think this will work for you this week. You know?
Yeah.
I think she has a huge future.
Because she is unique. I think that's really important.
Here she is with a song from Silverchair's Neon Ballroom record. This is Sophie Patterson, Anna's song.
Please, Anna, for as long as you're here with us, you make the sound of laughter, and sharpened nails seem softer, and I need you somehow, and I need you somehow. Open fire, I need these eyes, what I need from you. Open fire, I'ma need these eyes on my knees from you. And you're my obsession. I love you to the bones, and anorexia like open fire on my knees and on my knees for you. Open fire on my knees and on my knees
Hi, Sophie. How are you?
for you.
Good. That was really good, but I think, you know, what a lot of you are suffering from is you know, what we tried to talk about in the workshop this week, and that's, you know, stagecraft and owning the stage and feeling, sort of moving around it and feeling confident and engaging the audience. A lot of the time, I mean, you basically sort of sat there and then stood there. But it was a good performance, and you picked a song that wasn't on the list this week, which I think shows that you're, you know, unique and know exactly what you want. You've got a unique style, which I think is great, but you've still got to work a lot on just the stage presence.
Yeah. Thank you. Cheers.
Pleasure.
Okay, so you said you struggled with anorexia yourself, did you?
No. I just mean the teenage image-conscious type
I thought
thing.
you said you'd done it.
No.
Because obviously people will realise I've struggled with it my whole life. Struggled with the thought that I'll never have it. Look, I think you did a good job. I also watched the rehearsal where I was laughing in the room thinking, great, here's our first disaster. And, you know, you actually pulled it together because it is a difficult song to sing. People think, oh, you know, Silverchair, I sung it as a kid, I know all the songs. They're not easy. Silverchair sometimes can't even sing Silverchair songs. That's how difficult it can be. But I think you did a reasonable job. I think, you know, you look good. I think you're starting to pop your head back up above the surface again, which is exactly where you need to be. Cool. Nice work.
Thank you, Kyle. Cheers.
Yeah, I was... Sophie, look, that is a really tough song, and I think you did a really good job of it. Pitch problems could have been an issue, but they weren't. You really stayed on it. It was good intensity levels. I think your default position is this, you're like this mournful, introverted type, which is good for you. It's a good positioning statement for you as an artist. You know, the thinking person's bit of crumpet. But at the same time, you've got to step up in terms of personality. You look fabulous, but I still don't know an awful lot about you. And if I don't, I'm sure the public don't either. I think that's your next frontier, is to really open up a little bit more and explain who Sophie is.
Yeah. See, Sophie, people really want to know who you are. They're intrigued by you, okay? So the thing you've got to do is allow them into your world by stage presence, by not just sitting there, by walking forward and making them want to walk to you, okay? Yes. It truly is a trick, but gosh, it works, you know what I mean? Yeah. It really works, and you've got all of the facilities to make that. Yes, dear?
After you done?
Okay, no. Yeah, I can.
Sorry.
No, I can't. It's already done.
I just wanted to say to you, every time you film a package like that or do an interview or sit on the couch and speak on this show, it's an opportunity to send a message about yourself as an artist. I don't think you fully grasped that yet. Right now, you've got a chance to send a message. I think you just shrink from it a little bit, and that's what you're going to have to really get a hold of in the next few weeks.
I'll let her do it now. What's your message? Say your message now.
Oh, my God.
Okay, well,
I don't have
okay, you
one yet.
workshop it. You workshop it. Next week.
And thank you, Dicko, for our first in excess part of the evening. That's very kind of you. That's a tricky song. I can see what they're saying, but that's such a very heavy song dealing with such heavy subject matter. If you were to, you know, dramatise it anymore, you kind of risk going over the edge and going too full on. So I personally think you played it great. If you want to see Sophie out of the bottom three tomorrow night, you've got to vote for her. SMS Sophie to 191010. Or you can call 1902 5555 63. We'll open the voting lines after tonight's last performance.